Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ask Cray R, episode 13. So, without any further delays, let's get this show on the road. Let's start answering questions. So, the first question goes from Bubba's World, and he asked 1. What's better, Blue's Clues or Blue's Clues and You? 2. Do you think that CGI has became overused? 3. What's better, hand-drawn or CGI? 4. What's your favorite 90s Nicktoon, or what are some that comes to mind? And 5. What's your least favorite 90s Nicktoon? 1. Well, definitely Blue's Clues, for sure, the original. Although the reboot is okay. It's decent, but it's nowhere near as good as the original in my opinion. 2. Yes, I mean, a lot of modern movies these days use a lot of CG, and modern shows too. It's like, where's the love for 2D and maybe stop motion if there is some nowadays? 3. Hand-drawn. I would say that even though it does take a while, the animation is so freaking good. So yeah, it's worth it. 4. Although I've barely seen it, I would say Hey Arnold. I mean, it's a classic. Some others would be like Doug, Rocko's Modern Life. Not really the Angry Beavers, not really a big fan of that. Wild Thornberries. A couple of them I think are okay, but a majority like Hey Arnold and Rocko's Modern Life, those are the cool ones. And I guess Spongebob too, the older episodes only. And 5. I would say the Rugrats. I mean, that's kind of a boredom show. It's basically, well, if you want to quote Ben the Looney for that, well, not really, because in my opinion, it's basically like a more boring version of Baby Looney Tunes. But that's just my opinion. I think that show's better. Next question goes from JB Films 115, and he asked, 1. What's your opinion on Zoo the Zebra and Stella and Sam? 2. What's your favorite episode of Bluey? 3. What is your favorite and least favorite Noddy show? 4. What's your opinion on Skillsville, the new PBS Kids show? And 5. Which is better, Zack and Quack or Tickety Talk? Not the Blue's Clues character, the show Tickety Talk. 1. I haven't seen either, but I looked at the animation and the pictures, they do not interest me. So I would say they're not good. 2. I can't say because I don't watch a lot of Bluey. Like, I'm not a fan of it. Though, I will say it is a decent show, but I'm not saying I like it. It is definitely better than all the other baby and preschool shows we have now. 3. My favorite, or at least most decent, would be the original stop motion, Noddy's Toyland Adventures, I think is what it's called. And then the least one would either be Make Way for Noddy or Noddy's Toyland Detectives. Probably the latter one because the looks of the characters do not look good at all. 4. Never heard of it. And 5. Zack and Quack has that very like cringy pop-up gimmick thing, although it's kind of cool, but it's a very boredom show. As for Tickety Talk, I don't really get it, but it's a show about a clock and 2 characters, so I guess so. And the name definitely reminds me of that Blue's Clues character, so I think I'll just go with Tickety Talk just for that reason alone, but the show itself is not good. But I definitely take it over Zack and Quack, in my opinion, I guess, even though they're both bad on their own. And your second batch. 1. What is your favorite show from Disney Junior? 2. What's your favorite Sonic game? 3. What's your opinion on Fanboy and Chum Chum and Cyber Chase? 4. What are your thoughts on the PS5, and the Nintendo 3DS? And 5. Do you like SML? 1. I guess maybe either Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or I was going to say Handy Manny. Handy Manny's not very good. Actually, I could say Imagination Movers. Now, I don't think I remember saying this in another Ask episode, but I actually have seen the show when I was younger. But I've only seen one episode, and I believe it was the episode when they went on a treasure hunt or something like that. I forgot what that episode was called. But from what I remembered, it was a decent show, and a creator of random content said that those guys are very cool. And I will admit, they are cool. So maybe I'll choose that one. I know it was from Playhouse Disney, but technically Playhouse Disney is Disney Junior, so I'm just going to go with that. 2. I don't play a lot of Sonic, but I would say the original one where he runs for those rings or something. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Sonic at all. 3. Fanboy and Chum Chum. Now, this is a show I barely talk about on my channel, but it's kind of annoying, honestly. And I did hear that Nickelodeon had either that or Adventure Time to greenlit, and they chose Fanboy and Chum Chum. And as much as I do not like Adventure Time, I think it's slightly better than Fanboy and Chum Chum. Like, I don't really mind too much of Fanboy and Chum Chum, but that animation style was pretty bad. Jimmy Neutron and Robot and Monsters CGI animation is so much better. But yeah, Fanboy and Chum Chum is annoying. Kinda. So I would just say it's mediocre. And as for Cyber Chase, I have seen bits and pieces of it. It looks kind of cool, I guess. I mean, they go into video games and stuff. I don't know, but seeing that name reminds me of that Scooby-Doo movie, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase or something like that. Yeah. So I would say it's okay. 4. PS5 and Nintendo 3DS, actually, I do actually own a Nintendo 3DS, but I barely play on it anymore. I would say that one's good. The PS5 I never owned though, but by the looks of it, it's okay. And 5. I kind of like the older SML, but the later ones when they use the puppets, it's just stupid. And I understand, Logan doesn't want to get sued by Nintendo, so he has to make it original. But still, the thing that he does is just so dumb. The way he just ruined Junior, Joseph, Cody, and all of those other characters. Granted, some characters are still the same, like Chef Pee-Pee, Mr. Goodman, Brooklyn Tea Guy. Those guys are still cool now, but all the other characters are basically dumped. They're ruined now. So as a whole, I would say I do not like SML, but the older episodes, especially with the plushies, they're okay. Okay, next question goes from Tai He, and he asked, 1. What do you think of the next week T-Nick schedule? 2. What's your thoughts on Coyote vs. Acme Got Saved? 3. What's your opinion on Toon Disney? 4. What's your opinion on Boomerang's 25th birthday? And 5. What's your favorite fruit? 1. Well, I actually told you what my opinion was in the last video, which was the TV one I made. But although, I will say something here though. Although the schedule does suck, it looks kind of interesting. So if you want more thoughts, I recommend you watch that video. Unless you probably did already. 2. Well, as of this time being, we do not know if it's saved or not. But if it ever gotten saved, I would be happy. Warner Brothers and David Zaslav was keeping it shelved for no frickin' reason, so I hope they release that bad boy. It's basically finished. It's what are they waiting for, an invitation? 3. I guess it's okay. It's an okay channel. It's pretty decent. 4. Well, despite there being lots of Looney Tunes, there is still a lot of classics on there, although within their first half of their 25th anniversary schedule, they could have placed in a lot more other classics, but from the looks of it, it's okay. And I understand why they have lots of Looney Tunes, because April Fool's Day. So, yeah, I guess it's fine. Acme Fools, if you will. And 5. I guess, either strawberries, tomatoes, watermelon, stuff like that. Yeah, tomato is a fruit. Don't worry, I remember that. Some people have been getting controversy saying that it's actually a vegetable, but I've learned it was a fruit. So yeah, we're just gonna stick with it. Anyways, next question goes from Cash to YouTube Guy, and he asked, 1. If you were going to build something, what would it be? 2. What's better about 2025 than 2015? 3. Who is better, Markiplier or Zach Scott Games? 4. Is there anything you like about Charlie and Lola? And 5. Which is better, Charlie and Lola or Ni Hao Kai Lan? 1. I don't know, maybe like a house or a tent or something. Maybe something that Bob the Builder would build. Who knows? 2. Well, we don't know about 2025 really. Although it is 2025 right now, we are only in March currently, late March. So I wouldn't say there's much good things right now, as of right now. As for 2015, that was 10 years ago. I'm kind of blanking on what went on that year. So I can't really say much about it, but judging by what's happening right now, I don't think 2025 would be a good year. But we'll see. We still got 9 months coming up, so anything can happen. 3. Markiplier, because I never heard of Zach Scott's Games. 4. Not really. I mean, that show is very ugly. I mean, the animation looks bad, and it's just something I'm not interested in. Like, I'm just not a fan of the characters or the animation. And 5. I'm gonna have to go with Ni Hao Kai Lan because at least that show doesn't look ugly. I mean, yeah, they do break the fourth wall a lot, just like with Dora the Explorer, but compared to Charlie and Lola, it is definitely better. Okay, next question is another question from Bubba's World, and he asked, 1. Is there anything you like about Blaze and the Monster Machines? 2. What's your opinion on New Looney Tunes and Tasmania? And 3. What's your thoughts on Spongebob Season 5? 1. Not that I know of. Like, I can't think of any good positives. That show is just bad 100% on its own. And I believe you think it's bad too. 2. New Looney Tunes is okay. Like, within its first season, when they just had the Looney Tunes characters Bugs, Yosemite Sam, Wile E. Coyote, Foghorn Leghorn, and Tasmanian Devil, it wasn't very good. But later on, we get other characters like Daffy, Porky, Elmer Fudd, Lola, Tweety, Sylvester, all of those other characters. So I would say the show's fine. Also, in the first season, they introduced more characters like Bigfoot and Squeaks the Squirrel. Not a big fan of that. And I remembered when Do Not made his review on his older channel, he said that Squeaks was like Daffy's replacement. And that's not the case because Daffy appeared later on in the show. And he said he's surprised that Elmer Fudd wasn't in the show because obviously the other title to this is Wabbit. And he says, "Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting wabbits." Yeah. But yeah, all of those other characters reunited and returned within the later seasons, so at least that's a good sign. So overall, I would just say it's okay. And as for Tasmania, it's not bad. I mean, the animation doesn't look very good, but it's okay. I'm surprised they actually were able to give Taz a show, his own show. Like, out of all of the Looney Tunes characters, they choose him. I mean, like, Bugs, of course, he's the main star. Daffy and Porky got their own show. Duck Dodgers. Sylvester and Tweety got their own show. I'm honestly wondering when they're going to do a Lola show. Like, imagine if they made a show based around her. Although I would care less, but I'm sure lots of other fans would appreciate it, but I don't know. Anything can happen. And 3. Despite that season being pretty bad, there are some decent episodes. So, like, the first half is okay, but that second half is completely bad. Completely bad. There's a lot of bad episodes. With the exceptions of like the Two Faces of Squidward, Battle for Bikini Bottom, 20,000 Patties Under the Sea. Yeah, those ones are fine. But I definitely like other episodes too, like Friend or Foe, the original Fry Cook. Rise and Shine's not that bad. Spy Buddies, that's a good episode. Roller Cowards, SpongeBob versus the Patty Gadget. Yeah, those ones I'm fine with. Those are good episodes, but a majority of that season is pretty bad. But it's not as bad as what came after. But it was like a transition for the worse. Anyways, next question goes from Dylan Thomas, and he asked, 1. What's your opinion on gas prices so expensive on vehicles? 2. How do you like the new Colbert Awesome? Yeah. 3. Does Boomerang need to get better with their shows? 4. What are your thoughts of global warming causing problems? And 5. What is your opinion on regular show where Rigby made Rig Juice? In other words, the episode More Smarter. 1. I think it's ridiculous. And it's all because of the Ukraine and the Russian war. Like, why? Why is that the reason the gas prices are going up so high? And I understand gas prices are always expensive, but not that expensive. It's like they're so greedy for money. But that's how this modern world is, so I'm not surprised. 2. The new Colbert Awesome? Like, what do you mean? Like, his changed ways? I mean, I do like how he's agreeing with us on Cartoon Network and Boomerang's schedule, which is what other certain people should be agreeing with. Josh, Idiot Wolf, Bad Blood Misfit. But yeah, at least he's not like those dumb people. At least he's actually being positive with the schedule. So I like that. So good for you, Colbert Awesome. Good for you, buddy. 3. I mean, when it comes to their schedules, maybe, but I don't think they look too bad. I do think they need to add more variety of classics, but how they stand right now, they're still doing good. I mean, there's variety. Who can complain about that? Who? 4. I don't know. I guess it's bad. I mean, causing problems, of course it'd be bad. And 5. I like that episode. I mean, it's one of the best regular show episodes. That's when Rigby tries to get a high school diploma, but he just couldn't because he's so lazy. And there's that one scene when he was on the computer, and he doesn't know which of the following is not a square, and it's like a rectangle, and then a B a square. It's like, how is that hard? It's literally A. How dumb are you, Rigby? But yeah, that is a good episode. Very good one. All right, next question goes from Louis Picard. And before I answer your question, the way you do this, it looks better, but why is it so spaced out? Like, dude, doing questions is not hard. All you have to do is do one, write your question, then press the enter key, do another one, press the enter key, and do that. You don't do like millions of spaces. Like, no. This is not acceptable. So, I hope you're taking notes here because this is not how you do your questions anymore, either. But they are more spaced out, so I guess you get another pass for that, but please just change it next time, okay? Anyways, 1. Do you like Bluey? 2. Do you like Baby First or Baby TV or Baby First TV? 3. What's your least favorite Cartoon Network show? 4. Do you like any Cartoonito programs? And 5. Do you think Saturday morning cartoons block should return on NBC, ABC, and CBS? 1. No. Although I would say it's decent, okay? But I wouldn't say I like Bluey, alright? I would just say it's okay. 2. No. Dude, I'm over my 20s. I don't watch baby garbage, especially modern ones. But I watch certain ones based on my childhood, but not any of the stuff on there. No. 3. I would say Adventure Time, but I don't want people to get on me, be like, oh my god, you don't like Adventure Time? You suck. So let's just say either the Problem Solvers or Teen Titans Go. Let's go with Teen Titans Go. That one's horrible. 4. No. Although I do like Baby Looney Tunes when it aired on there, so I'm just going to say that one. Bugs Bunny Boaters is okay too. I don't mind that at all as well. And 5, yes, like I do miss them. All right, next bunch of questions go from Dylan Thomas again. And he asked, 1. Have you ever had a Shamrock Shake before? 2. Do you think this weather has been crazy as of 2025? 3. Do you wish that T-Nick would air Drake and Josh again? 4. Do you think Adam Cartoons needs to chill out? And 5. Do you like Starburst candy? 1. Well, yeah, of course. I've had one since like the early 2010s. And I'm shocked they still make it as of today. And they still hold up. They are so freaking good. Especially the Oreo Shamrock McFlurry. I recommend you get that. But I think at this time, they probably ran out. So maybe next year you can do that. But I recommend doing that with M&M's, whipped cream, extra mint syrup. It's very delicious. So I recommend you do that. 2. Maybe, but we're in the spring season right now, so we should be getting some better weather. Though I still remember that one windstorm we had a bunch of weeks ago. That was just crazy. That caused a lot of stuff in the world. I'm not going to say because YouTube stuff. So yeah, maybe a little bit. 3. Yes. Like, I've been saying to myself millions of times, they gotta bring it back. And if they're not gonna bring it back because, Drake Bell's a bad person. Dude, that's like in the past. That was like 4 freaking years ago. Would that even affect your channel? Like, you air iCarly, okay? And Drake Bell clearly sings the song alongside Miranda Cosgrove. So, what? I don't understand your logic. You air iCarly, but you don't air Drake and Josh. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? Like, tell me. It makes no sense. So yes, definitely. 4. I mean, yes, for sure. I mean, I cannot believe how far Adam Cartoons has fallen. Like, back when I first talked to him, like a while ago, he seemed like a strict person. Then he turned a little cool. He turned cool for a while, but then he just went back to a bad person. It's like, dude, why are you always making vids and telling your fans about my whole opinion on Lola? It's like, first of all, it's only my opinion, so making fun of people's opinions is so unacceptable. And 2, this was in the past, for crying out loud. Like, it was only in the past. Like, back then, okay, I would understand if you were on YouTube in 2020 and then you would make fun of me back then, okay? But this is 2025, 5 years ago. People change. So why are you actually like doing this? This is so unacceptable. And yet you don't believe Randallton Brewster, but he's the guy telling you the truth. It's like, would you stop being rude to Randallton Brewster? He's not a bad person. He's trying to, like tell you the truth on this. And guys, just hear me out. It was only my past. I changed now, all right? I still like the show. I still think Lola is my favorite character, but come the frick on. You gotta understand that we all make mistakes. I just don't know what I was thinking back then, all right? So, it's like, this guy has some sort of, like friendship with Junior. It's like, I don't understand your logic. So you don't trust a person, and you make fun of someone and who has lots of positive energy, or, like, is positive on the internet. But you like someone that whines and complains over a show that a stupid show with Dragon Balls that's not returning to a channel. That should be the opposite. You should be like respecting me and like saying bad stuff about Junior. It's like, do you not know that he steals my stuff? Are you okay with this? Do you like go on his channel and be like, okay, you stole one of Spencer's videos. Good job. Keep it up. No, that's unacceptable. So yes, he needs to stop. He needs to quit this. Enough. Just get over the frickin' past. It's like you're wasting your own time with talking about someone's past. Just forget about it and move on. That's how we do it in life. All right? So, yes, stop. And 5, yes, I do. I like all flavors but strawberry. I do like fruit punch, but it's interesting that you only find it in that favorites thing. It's like, why can't you put in the original pack? I don't understand. They probably do that, but it's not as often. All right, your next questions are: 1. What's your opinion on Childish Dad on Go Animate? 2. Do you like Carly Simon? 3. What is your opinion on Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? 4. Do you like Pickle's Pig Feet? And 5. Why is it not good to text somebody all the time? 1. I mean, he's okay, but he's a childish dad. He acts like a little kid. Though I do like Catherine and the 2 kids. I forgot their names, but Emma and Brian or something. Yeah, they're cool characters. So I would say it's okay. I do watch the series every now and then. It's a fine series. But it's not that good, though. 2. I guess he or she is fine. Yeah. It's okay. 3. I think the show is okay. Yeah, I do think it's an okay show. It's not the best or the worst, but it's okay. I do like how it's shown on Boomerang right now, even though it's late at night, but yeah. Decent series. Decent show. 4. Ugh. Once I heard of that, once I saw that, I got kind of disgusted, so I would say no. Plus, I'd never even heard of that, so yeah, no. And 5, even if you're friends with someone, it's best not to do it every day because you don't want to be annoying. If you're on other social media besides YouTube, you could do it like at times, but at other times you gotta give them a break because even if you're gonna be friends with someone, you still gotta give them a break because they got other things to do. So yeah, you don't want to do that. Okay, next question goes from Bubba's World again, and he asked: 1. What's your thoughts on Mutton Stuff mostly being lost media? 2. What's your favorite Spongebob Season 1 episodes? 3. What's your thoughts on Ismark? And 4. What's your thoughts on Kilber Cyber Slayer? 1. I actually didn't know they were lost media. But since I don't care for the show, I guess it kind of deserves it, but I'm just surprised it's mostly lost media. Like, it's crazy. But I could care less, honestly. 2. There's a lot of good ones, like there's Help Wanted, Bubble Stand, Pizza Delivery, Home Sweet Pineapple's fine, Sleepy Time, Suds, Scaredy Pants. Basically the whole entire season, but there's a couple duds. I don't think there's really any duds, honestly, but there's some that I'm not really too fond of so much. Like maybe The Chaperone and I Was a Teenage Gary, I don't really mind. I do handle Pie Guy Bruce's opinion on it. What else? What other episodes did he call Met in that season? Was it only... No, it was 3, right? Yeah. Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost I didn't mind so much. Employee of the Month is one of the best episodes in that season, definitely. It's very funny. But there's a few examples there. 3. I never heard of him. And 4. Now, I do know who he is now. He's Bad Blood Misfit. That's his, like, secondary channel. Did you say secondary channel? Let's see here. Yeah, his other channel. He called you the brain rot of 2025? That's not nice. That guy sucks for sure. It's like, right after he saw that Teen Titans Go thing, he's like, okay, that's it. Cartoon Network sucks. We're done. No. And we're not going to talk about this whole thing again, but it's like, dude, enough with the frickin' negatives. I understand Cartoon Network's not that good, but you gotta find some frickin' positives within it. It's like, why can't these people start taking notes from me? I'm not always negative. I always find some positives. I'm not saying everyone needs to be like me, but it's just something different. You know? Oh, that's too far. Sorry. Let's move this up a little bit more. Here we go. All right. Next question goes from BlueLab05. And he asked, 1. What do you think of the Gen Alpha memes? 2. What do you think of my new branding? New profile, username, and... Oh, yeah. Honestly, at first, I didn't know it was you until I saw that second question, so yeah. Anyways, 3. What do you think of the new Snow White movie? 4. What is your favorite song of all time? And 5. Can you do some regular show impressions? 1. I guess they're funny. I don't really remember seeing some, but maybe I will. 2. Once again, I didn't actually know it was you, because honestly, I was so familiar with seeing the icon of you with that girl character. That one was cute, although your new one's still fine. I don't mind it. It looks cool. 3. It does not look good at all. No. I really do not like these Disney remakes they're doing. First The Lion King, then Ariel, or The Little Mermaid, now Snow White. What's next? Are they going to do Finding Nemo, and they're going to have to film real-life fishies? Oh, they better not do Finding Nemo. I swear to God. 4. Yeah, that movie's bad. Yeah, 4. Oh, man. That's a very tough one. I listen to a lot of music. I guess We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. I don't know. I mean, either that or... yeah. I guess we'll just stick with that. I listen to a lot of songs, but that song is good. And 5. Of course, dude. I mean... oh, that's not good. Oh, come on, man. You can do better. Yeah, bro. You know who else could do better than you? My mom. Oh, my mom, yeah. You guys, you better get back to work or you're fired. Yeah, listen to your boss, guys. You don't want to be fired by him. Huh. Hey, my name is based off that tank engine. Huh. How cool is that? Yeah, it's funny how they call you Thomas. I know those are kind of cringe, and I know they never say that in the show, but in other words, yeah, I can mainly do the main 7. I can't really do any of the other characters, but yeah, there's some entertainment for you. All right, next question goes from Blue to Be Dean Network 98, and he asked, 1. Which animated character do you think is better if you had to pick one? Lily, I think you meant to say Dee Dee, but okay, from Dexter's Laboratory, or Carmen from Let's Go Luna? 2. Have you seen Mama Mirabelle's home movies before? 3. Which animated character is the worst? Pearl Krabs from SpongeBob SquarePants or Jafar from Aladdin? And 4. Which show from T-Nick do you love the most? iCarly or Henry Danger? 1. Dee Dee. Even though she's an annoying character, I definitely prefer her over Carmen, even though I barely seen Let's Go Luna. 2. I don't think I have. Home movies. I'm pretty sure it's the show from Adult Swim. If it is, then I have seen a bit of it. Though I'm surprised that Bob Belcher's voice actor's in it. Like, that's crazy. 3. Pearl. I mean, she cries so much. It's like, do you want to be a baby or something? And she's a teenage girl too. It's like, that's not right. And 4. iCarly, definitely. Like, I hate Henry Danger. It's so boring. Next question goes from Randallton Brewster, and he asked, 1. Which is the worst one in your opinion? Caillou, Loud House, Peppa Pig, SpongeBob Season 5 Present, Cocomelon, All Engines Go, Little Brown Bear, The Engineering Family, Junior, Dragon Ball Z Kai, or FKTV Little Princess? 2. What are your thoughts on CGI Fireman Sam and Bob the Builder 2015? I don't like either. 1. Wow. You basically took all of the things I hated and put them all in one singular picture. Now, before I was going to say The Engineering Family, but after a little bit more thinking, I think I'm going to have to choose Cocomelon. Like, again, that's one of the, if not the worst, baby show of all time. Even worse than Peppa Pig, Ooby, Dora the Explorer, Barney, and stuff like that. And 2, well, CGI Fireman Sam is just awful. I mean, those first 4 seasons of them, the animation is terrible. And to quote James A. Williams, straight after a season featuring some of the best stop-motion animation I've seen in a while, suddenly transitioning to this animation is just... It looks as though nothing is rendered here. There's no complex lighting, there's no complex shading or anything. Yeah, unquote. Very bad animation. I guess the later seasons look better, but those first 4 were just awful. And I didn't like how they went to CGI so early. Like, they could have done one more stop motion season. Maybe because they were taking so long, and since they're a business company, they didn't want to waste time with taking pictures and making stop motion, so maybe that's why they switched so early. Either that, or they should have just made 50 stop motion episodes. Like, why stop at 26? That was just not good thinking. And as for Bob the Builder 2015, that's just completely awful. So I'm just going to have to choose that one for sure. It's way too realistic. All right, and your extra third question, 3. What is your thoughts on Aardman since you love stop motion? I actually like their company. Like, I like Wallace and Gromit, of course. Their theme song is awesome. Shaun the Sheep is okay. Timmy Time, not very fond of. I don't like that. Also, I did hear the older news that they were going to run out of clay to stop the stop motion stuff, but it turns out they don't. They still have a lot of clay, so their stop motion is going to keep going. But the company itself is good. The stop motion is great. And unlike Hit Entertainment or any other company that uses stop motion and then moves to like CG animation, they actually continue with stop motion. Yeah, just like with Robot Chicken. That's cool. So yeah, props to them. Okay, next question is a new user, Rico Maldonado, L6Z, and he asked, 1. Do you watch My Little Pony? 2. Which is better, Peppa Pig or Hey Duggee? 3. Which version of the Powerpuff Girls is better, 1998 or 2016? 4. Will Cartoon Network shut down? Or 5. What are your thoughts on Powerpuff Girls leaving Netflix? 1. No, I hate My Little Pony. It sucks. The original version is awful, and the new version, I would just say it's bad. It's not as bad as the original, but it's still bad. And besides, I'm not a girl, so I don't watch that stuff. 2. I hate both shows, but I'm going to have to say Peppa Pig because at least they don't just smile all the time. Hey Duggee basically just smiles all the time, and it's stupid. It's like, where are your thoughts? Where's your love for the other feelings? And I get it. Bob the Builder does it, but here's the thing. It's actually funny when they always smile, but Hey Duggee, it's annoying. So definitely Peppa Pig, even though I hate it. 3. 1998. I mean, the reboot sucks. I hate it. I hate it so much. 4. No, I mean, well, Cartoon Network Studios did, but judging by their schedules, they look decent. So I don't see them going anywhere. And 5. I would say it's kind of sad, but I'm not a big fan of the Powerpuff Girls, so I would just say it's sad, like I stated. Alright, next question is Jared, and he asked, what's your opinion on Peppa Pig? Well, if you weren't listening to me before, I said it was bad, so yeah, it sucks, definitely. Alright, we're almost done. Next question goes from Bubba's World again, and he asked, what's your thoughts on Nick Mom? Nick Jr.'s failed adult programming block. Let's just say I have seen a bit of it. It's okay, but I didn't know it failed. Like, wow. I don't know why they would call it Nick Mom. Like, I'm surprised they never came up with a channel called Nick Dad. It's like, why do they only care for the moms? That's a little bit selfish if you think about it. You could have called it Nick Mom and Dad. That would have been a little better, but yeah. I would say it's okay, but seeing live action shows on Nick Jr. is weird. I remember they would start at like 6:56 p.m., which is a very random time. And I was gonna say they were doing commercial free. I don't think it was commercial free, so yeah. I would just say it's okay, but maybe it deserves to fail. Sorry. Okay, and the last question is also from Dylan Thomas, and he asked, "Do you like Cheerios?" Well, you're not being specific with that, but I do like the original. I know many people don't like the original because they're too bland, but I think they're fine. Honey Nut Cheerios I like. Frosted Cheerios, I don't think I think I had it. I don't remember what they tasted like, but they're probably okay. Okay. Once again, I'm gonna look over this. Okay, we're done here. So before I close this video down, there's been something I've been noticing for the past few episodes now. So I know none of you would actually see this, well, maybe a majority of you, but sometimes when I post this comment early and I pin it, some people would ignore it and would continue asking questions. So I'm gonna say this once. If you guys see this comment pinned by Spencer R and saying asking is now closed, that means you cannot ask any more questions. It's done. I know it takes me a little bit to making these episodes, but I will try to do them as early as I can. I mean, you guys are lucky. I'm filming this currently on a Sunday, but any other days would be like on Friday. So once again, if you see this comment, do not ask any more questions. This is why I pin it, because if it was somewhere like around, like in this section, for example, no one would see it. So they would continue asking questions. So this is why I pin it, so everyone could see. Can see. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you ask more questions as usual. You guys have been very good with that. So yeah, maybe I don't need to say it anymore. Thankfully, people are listening to me this time, unlike with 4 years ago, or 5 years ago in this case, or 4.5, whatever. So thank you for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for episode 14 coming up very soon. All right, goodbye.